First of all, let me go ahead and give you my build. I'm running 5 front Inferno Staff, Burning Spell Weave, back bar, Sword and Board, Daedric Trickery, Ring of the Pale Order, and Bloodspawn, all swift traits on the jewelry. Because I know some of you are going to ask that, but I just want you to pay attention to the healing I get in this game. And we're going to go up here in Mist form, because we don't know who these guys are. I can't remember anybody's names if they're good or not. I can barely remember my family's names in this world. So we're going to get up here and try to do some damage. Pay attention to the healing, guys. The whole point of making this video is to pay attention to the healing like it's crazy. You have a lot of dots on people, you have a lot of damage. And as you see, I have a big buff on major mending right now, and I have seen some streamers, not going to mention any names, and some video uploaders say that Daedric Trickery is not great, not good, and some even say maybe it's even bad, but that's just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. When you're talking about running a mag DK, when you're talking about running Bloodspawn, and have a chance to get major heroism to have more corrosive armors. Like, you don't even have to run any penetration, because if you really want to hurt somebody, you just pop corrosive armor. And what lets you do that? It's Daedric Trickery, Bloodspawn. It's really good. And then you get major vitality, major mending, which allows you to heal faster and heal better, especially if you're running Ring of the Pale Order. If you're not running Ring of the Pale Order, it may not be as beneficial, but it's still really, really fucking good. Really fucking good. And in this fight right here, you see all the healing I have incoming, especially versus all the dots and stuff that you're going to face. So we're going to jump down here. This guy's trying to do a resurrection of his brother. And we're not going to allow that to happen, so we're going to dot this guy up and try to get a good whip off on him. And I may have a little trouble doing that right here because of fucking lag. You see that lag? I'm trying to whip. I'm trying to do something, but the lag doesn't allow me to do that. And we're going to the second fight. And I really like Magic at Decay. I've always loved Magic at Decay. I mean, it was the first character ever made. The first character ever made like years and years ago. And but it used to suck. And it was pretty decent. But like all the changes and stuff, you got mythic items now, you got different traits you can put on your rings and stuff. And like with the Swift traits, I run Swift because I'm completely solo most of the, like, no, not most of the time, all the time. Like I'm completely solo. So the Swift, especially with Mist form and Vampire Stage 3, with reduced Magic Claws glyphs, it just makes mobility so great. You gotta have mobility, and you gotta have mobility. You gotta have healing. So I run Ring of the Pale Order for healing. I run Mist form for mobility because it's like some of the best mobility in the game, and the dots are great, and your sustain is great with the charge staff with the combustion status that you get from the DK passive. It's really great. And we're gonna chase this guy down here. Looks like a Dragonknight blade. He's running away, but we're pretty fast. I'm running wings. You gotta have a little snare removal. You don't have to have it, but it's pretty handy. And I like running talons on the back bar, because talons is a defensive way to stop people from. It stops people from continuing to attack you and lets you get that good hefty ass heal that coagulating blood gives you. And we got to finish that guy off with a detect pot. You got to run detect pots. There's a lot of night blades going around. So here's a fight. Another fight. And we're trying to attack this Templar here, but this Templar, you're going to find out, is very tanky. There's a lot of healing. Stands his ground. So I feel like my build is pretty tanky. It can stand his ground. but it also has mobility because, like, I've tried running Iron Blood, and I've seen people that run Iron Blood, and like it's great mitigation, and it's powerful, especially like if you want to duel or something. But we're not talking about duels here. I don't care about dueling. Dueling is boring. But when you're out here in Cyrodiil, you gotta have some mobility, man. That's why I run some Swift. That's why I run some Mistform. And it's important to understand what kind of healing you have. So this Templar may be tanky and stuff, and Templars in general seem to be more powerful this patch, especially Magplar, and they're really a good counter to DKs due to the cleansing and the healing. But look right here, look at my healing, 15.2k, 18, like I just did 25k healing in like a second. And I'm gonna Mistform back up in here, and like I'm not worried at all right now. Like Vampire Stage 3, that allows you to get those heals off, especially when you hold block. You got the Vampire mitigation, you got the block mitigation, and then you got a hefty ass heal that's based on how much life you have left. So if you have little left, it's gonna heal for more. So fairly powerful. I mean, it's just a powerful combination. And we're gonna try to focus our attacks here on this other guy. Try to keep our Seething Fury buff up to allow us to get that good hefty whip. We're gonna go ahead and pop that corrosive. We're saving up for that corrosive and try to single this guy out with a good whip. Ended up finishing that guy off. Focus our attention right here on this Templar again, but I just don't have enough time to finish this guy off before the Zerg comes again. And when the Zerg comes here in a second, we're gonna fast forward because these guys end up chasing me all over this town, and I have to Mistform and use wings and heal, and eventually I get back up to show you this last little bit here, and go ahead and fast forward this clip. So we end up back here at the top of the key, and we got some guys on us, and we're going to try to finish these guys up. I like to put a few dots into people. The dots, they're pretty decent, just like it stops a little healing over time, but like classes that can just super heal, it doesn't affect them. And we're getting low. Look at the healing there. I just did 27k worth of healing. More if you count the payload ring, but 27k of burst healing there. I think it was like a double crit. And these guys are on us, so we're gonna Mistform away. Try to get some. Hopefully everybody won't follow us, and we're gonna go up this rock here. Just Mistforming away. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You have to double tap Mistform. Hold block, heal, keep wings up, get that damage reduction. And right here, I'm not gonna heal them. I'm just going to try to see if I can bait these guys in, because I don't know if they're going to follow yet. But if they do, I've got a corrosive up. I'm just going to murder them. So I'm still not really worried about what happens. And then right here, boom, corrosive, whip, and the Flames of Oblivion, I think, finishes that off. But thanks for watching, guys. And hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you next time.